ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. Hare Krishna. Today I, Vaishnavi, I am from NL Lalmia High School and I am currently studying in 10th standard. I'll be giving you a little bit discussion about the Nectar of Instruction, verse number 3. So first we'll recite the verse. Utsaha nishaya dhairya tat tat karma pravartanat sangatyagat sato vritte shadbir bhakti prasidhyati. So this is a very important shloka which we come across many times when we are studying Srila Prabhupada's books or studying any of ISKCON's books. So we'll discuss the translation and purport of this books. So the translation of this verse is that there are 6 things which are very favorable for the advancement or progress of bhakti, of Krishna consciousness, and they are: first, that is utsaha, being enthusiastic; second, dhairya, that is having firm conviction, determination and confidence; third, second is nishchay, and third is dhairya, that is patience; and fourth is tat tat karma pravartanat, means doing those activities which are favorable to Krishna consciousness and following the regulative principles. Fifth is asanga tyaga, that is sangha here refers to the bad association, that is the association of non-devotees, so giving up the association of non-devotees. And then sato vritte, that is the last one. Sato vritte means following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas, and this will surely enable us to achieve success in this path of Krishna consciousness. So first of all, let us see the main things, main elements in this verse. Many a times devotees, they have a misconception. This verse is talking about bhakti, that is devotional service. So people have a misconception. Bhakti means simple meditation. Ideally we will sit in the forest, we will just try to focus and we'll do some weird poses and we will try to concentrate. No, this is not bhakti. Bhakti is not a passive thing, rather bhakti is an active thing. Bhakti is service. Srila Prabhupada has translated bhakti as devotional service. It's not just devotion, rather it's devotional service. So the word service itself implies action, and that is why we must understand that devotional service, that is bhakti yoga, it's not just what many people think, sadhu and all. No, it's actually for everyone. It is when we are engaging ourselves, our mind, body and senses, all three, in the service of Lord Krishna and his devotees. So many a times we don't know what is bhakti. We hear this word many times. So then now I'll be sharing with you the definition of pure bhakti, that is uttama bhakti. So in the Nectar of Devotion, it is given a very beautiful verse which is actually apt for the definition of bhakti. Anya bhilashita shunyam jnana karma dhyanavritam anukulena krishnanu anishilanam bhaktiruttama. So this shloka has both svarupa lakshana and tatastha lakshana, that is the primary and the secondary elements for this, goals rather. So the first two, that is anya bhilashita shunyam and jnana karma dhyanavritam, they are the tatastha lakshana, and the next two are the svarupa lakshana. So anya bhilashita shunyam, so abhilasha here means desires, material desires. So anya abhilashita means leaving, devoid of all other desires, that means rejecting all other desires, leaving only one desire. And what is that desire? That desire is to serve Krishna. So anya bhilashita shunyam, all other is zero, nullified, no other desires except the desire to serve Krishna. Jnana karma dhyyanavritam, the service of bhakti which is totally devoid of fruitive activities and this impersonal jnana or yoga or whatever knowledge that you are having, devoid of both these things. And anukulyena, which is favorable for the process of bhakti, which is favorable to Krishna. And then Krishna anushilanam, doing whatever Krishna desires. And then this is bhaktiruttama, this is defined as pure devotional service. So then here we have to see that in ISKCON what we are doing is we are trying to cultivate this bhakti or devotional service. So the word cultivate itself here again implies activeness, that is an action. When we for example, I'll just give you an example. When we want to cultivate any crops, what does the farmer do? The farmer himself plants it, he sows the seeds in the soil, he regularly waters it, and he provides the nourishment required for it so that it will grow. Similarly, by the grace of Prabhupada, we have got this Bhakti Lata Beej, that is a seed in our heart. So with this seed, we have to constantly do activities and engage ourselves in Krishna and his devotees' service, so that this creeper will grow up to be a very beautiful creeper. So this is the main important thing. Now if we see another comparison between idle meditation and bhakti, if you see, idle meditation is just abstaining and removing yourself from all these nonsensical mundane activities. But bhakti, on the other hand, does this also, plus it also engages us in service, in an active thing. Krishna has said in the Bhagavad Gita, in the chapter number 3, he says in the 5th verse, Nahi kaschit shanam api jatu tishtati akarmakrit karyate hyavasha karma sarva prakritir jay gunay. So in this verse he says that it is impossible for any living entity to remain inactive even for one moment, even by the mind or by the body or senses, everything, at least by one, we will be active. So that is why it is very important. If you see idle meditation, it's incomplete. They're just telling to stop something, but after stopping we have to do something right also. We can't just stop the wrong and leave it there. We have to do the right. So that is why bhakti is the most ultimate thing. And then now we say, okay, bhakti, activities, okay, so then what type of activities should we do? Everybody is talking about activities now, devotional service. Now if you see Prahlad Maharaj's pastime in the 7th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj gives a very, very beautiful verse which is actually quite famous. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Pada Sevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmani Vedanam. So then in this, these are the 9 processes of devotional service or bhakti. So the first one is Shravanam. Shravanam means listening or hearing attentively. So we have to hear attentively the glories of the Lord as well as his devotees. Then second is Kirtanam. Kirtanam is glorification of the Lord. Third is Vishnu Smaranam, constant remembrance of the Lord. Then fourth, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. Then Pada Sevanam. Pada Sevanam is worshipping, rendering service to the lotus feet of the Lord. Then Archanam, that is worshipping the Lord, offering Arti, Puja. And then Vandanam, that is glorification, offering prayers to the Lord for his pleasure. Then Dasyam. Dasyam is being a servant of the Lord. Sakyam is being a friend of the Lord or having a friendship rasa with the Lord. And lastly, it's Atma Nivedanam, that is complete surrender of your mind, body, soul, senses, everything at the lotus feet of Krishna. So then if you see all these sort of from Shravanam all the way to Atmani Vedanam, they are all not on the same level, they are on different levels. Like they are all distributed first, the first few are of Sadhana Bhakti, then after that they come to Bhava Bhakti stage, and then finally that's Prema Bhakti stage. So then if you see for generally us neophyte devotees in Krishna consciousness, the most important is the first thing, that is Shravanam, listening. That's how we learn, that's how we understand things, and that's how the knowledge is imparted to us from the Guru Parampara. So learning, we can't just learn from any person, because anybody can be a bogus guru. Rather, we should learn from somebody who has seen the truth, who is a bona fide and authorized spiritual master. So for this, we know Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, 4th chapter, 9th verse, he says, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veti tattvata tyaktva deham punar janma neti mamiti so Arjuna. He says here that, O Arjuna, the person who knows the transcendental nature of my birth as well as my activities in reality will never take birth upon leaving this body again. So then here the most important word is in reality. All of us know that Krishna was born in Mathura, all of us know his pastimes, but in reality, in truth, that is Tattva. Who knows it in Tattva? That is the main important thing for us to get deliverance from this ocean of birth and death and all the problems which we are totally fed up of. So then to know all these things in Tattva, we have to go and see someone who has already seen the Tattva. That is a Tattvadarshi. Tattvadarshi is one who has actually seen all the reality, who knows this in reality. And then this very Tattvadarshi brings us to Bhagavad Gita, the same 4th chapter, but the 34th verse. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. So here is tattvadarshina, that is the spiritual master who has seen the truth. So that is why it's very essential and vital for us, because by our own mental speculation, how much ever we try, we won't be able to understand Krishna or his devotees. And that is why it's very important for us to approach a spiritual master submissively. Why submissively? If we go in a challenging nature, nothing will come to us. Water, like a waterfall, suppose, it always flows from the cliff to the valley. It doesn't flow, the other way around. So that is why we have to be in a submissive mood. We have to go humbly and request him. We have to render service upon to him. Again here, render service, activity, serving the Lord, bhakti. So now it has really all over the Bhagavad Gita and all the Vedic literatures, we see that bhakti is actually an activity, devotional service. So then this is one important thing that I wanted to share with you. And now we see this in this material world, we souls, all of us, all the living entities here, we are all Anandmaya. We are seeking for happiness. Here and there we go. Some people, they go to the movies. Some people, they'll go here and there. They'll go to parties and everything. And all they want to do is get happiness, be it the smallest infant or be it the man who is in his late 60s, 70s. So everybody, they only want to get happiness. But the problem is, this material world is dukkha doshanu darshanam. Everything over here in this material world is totally useless. It's a place of misery. That's the problem. We don't understand that the so-called happiness that we derive over here, it's only a flickering, temporary thing, which is a reflection of the bliss which is experienced in the spiritual world. So the problem and the fault with all of us is we think enjoying separately from Krishna is true happiness. No, rather serving Krishna in a constitutional position as Dasa, Dasa and Udasa, that is true happiness, that is true bliss, and that is the aim of life. That is what we actually want. So we are really grateful to Prabhupada who has shown us the way. And then if we see our human birth, you may say that why right now I have this life, it's for me to enjoy, it's for me to have fun, it's for me to earn, I'll be rich, I'll be happy, I'll be opulent, all this Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shribir, all these things, great opulence, great beauty, great money, great looks, great house, all of this are not actually going to help at all in the end, because in the end, only thing that will help you is to serve the Lord. The only thing at death is remembering Krishna, which is the most important. We have been gifted this human species of life. We have been gifted after a long toil and long struggle. We have gone through 8,40,000 species, and then finally we have got this human life. So then why should we not make use of this human life? This human life is so special for us. Or else, we would rather waste it in, eating, sleeping, mating, defending. This is just what all other living entities do. No, this is not right. Rather, we have a higher intelligence, so we should use it in the service of the Lord and his devotees, and that is why we should take up to this process of bhakti, because this is our chance, this is a golden opportunity, and we should not let it go out of our grasp. So then now coming to the main verse, that is the 6 principles which are favorable for the advancement or progress of devotional service. First is utsaha, that is enthusiasm. So enthusiasm is actually our endeavor with our intelligence in Krishna consciousness. That is our sincere effort for Krishna consciousness. Now we may say that we will be enthusiastic in the temple. We have so many devotees, this, that. We see so many spiritual masters who are coming here. We see so many gurus. Then outside world, where is there any chance of enthusiasm? It's just totally, material, and I don't want anything to do with it. It's not possible to be enthusiastic. But no, if you see, Krishna himself says in the Bhagavad Gita, Maya sarvam idam, Maya tatam idam sarvam, Jagad avyakta murtina, Matsani sarva bhutani, Nachaham teshu avasthita. That is, everything is actually coming from Krishna. Every single object in this world is Krishna's. Not even, we all know, not even a single blade of grass can move without the sanction of Lord Krishna. So that is why it's very important for us to understand that everything, Matsthani Sarva Bhutani, everything is dependent on Krishna. So true bhakti or true understanding or knowledge is that we should understand that not even a single thing in this entire creation is independent of Krishna. It is all Krishna's, and our job and our duty is to connect each and everything to Krishna by rendering and using them and engaging them in Krishna's service. Even ourselves, we should engage ourselves in Krishna's service. So this is very important. And as an example, Srila Prabhupada in London, from the airport to the when he was going to the airport, when they were dropping him off, then he was given a luxurious ride in a Rolls Royce. So then the reporter, they were actually quite astonished. The guru from India, the monk who's wearing saffron robes, and he's carrying all this the stick, that's the danda, and then he's carrying a chanting bag. He looks very simple, but look at him, he's traveling in this Rolls Royce. So then when they inquired about him, about this irony sort of thing that was there, Prabhupada then clarified that no, it is not so. Actually, he said that my devotees, they are serving me, their wish is to serve me because I come here very rarely, and by this way they are giving, they are allowing me to ride in this Rolls Royce. So in this way they are using it in Krishna's service, driving from the temple to the airport, airport to the temple. This is only used for preaching purposes. So in this way, each and every single thing, there's not even a single thing in this world which cannot be connected and used in Krishna's service. So this is very important for us. Then the second most important point, that is Nishchaya. So Nishchaya is determination or confidence, firm conviction in the Lord and whatever He says. So this firm conviction, there is a difference, there is a difference between can and will. We know Krishna can do so many things. He can lift the Govardhan mountain, He can help us, He can protect us, He can save us in the time of need. But do we have the faith that Krishna will do that? There is this thin line of difference between can and will. We know the story of, many of us have heard the story of the Brahmana and the cobbler. The Brahmana knew that yes, when the Lord says that He will take me after one lifetime, then he believes it from Narad Muni. He believes the Lord, he has firm conviction, yes, the Lord can do so many wondrous things and He will do this for me. Even the story of Raghunandan and the laddus, when his father asked him to give the laddus to Krishna, so then he had a firm conviction, I will humbly offer this laddu to Krishna and Krishna will come here and He will take it. And then that is why I can take the prasad and I can give it back. So then he never thought, Krishna can do this. No, nothing like that. The main thing in this is He will do it. So this firm conviction needs to be there for our progress in spiritual life. We know Krishna can do so many things, but the firm faith and dedication and determination that we have, that Krishna will surely do for me, He will surely help me, He will surely save me from this material world and from Maya, then we will surely, this will be like a catalyst for our devotional service. Then next most important thing, dhairya, patience. Now we are very enthusiastic, we are putting in our sincere endeavors with lot of conviction, faith, determination, but then we cannot expect immediate results. No, nothing. When we plant a seed, we have to wait for some time for it to bear fruit. So that is why we have to wait. It's foolishness expecting something instantaneously. There are stages from sadhana, then to bhava, then to prema. So then you cannot immediately expect a devotee just chanting the name of the Lord and suddenly, we'll be delivered and all good qualities will manifest in us. No, we need patience, because patience is the key element to success. Actually, if you see, patience is very important, because sometimes if you don't have patience, then you start lamenting, I'm doing so much of effort, I'm doing so much of chanting, I don't know why Krishna is not listening to me. Then slowly you start developing anger and frustration, then you go into anxiety, then you are filled with anguish, then you start blaming the process rather than blaming your own method you're following. So then this is what it leads to. Then finally what happens after blaming the process, you reject it. and this is a total unfortunate thing. You have lost the golden opportunity which was there just at the tip of your hands, and you just lose it. So then that is why patience is very important in our spiritual life. Yes, Krishna will do, and yes, it will take some time, but we still should remain patient and wait for Krishna to shower his blessings on us. And then coming to one more important point, some people they have a misconception about this enthusiasm and patience. They should not mistake enthusiasm for pride. Like I'll give you an example. Okay, today Prabhupada in the Guru Vandana they're going to give the Aarti. So then I want to give the Aarti. Yes, I want to give. I'm enthusiastic. I'll give the Aarti. Oh, see that Prabhuji, he got the Aarti. No, not me. Why is this so? I was enthusiastic. Why didn't Krishna let me do the Aarti? Then because of this we get agitated, we develop a sort of a fury, and we get frustrated. This actually leads to our downfall. So then we should not mistake this for pride. Rather we should be enthusiastic, and proper enthusiasm will be when you're encouraging others. You see how great they are, they're getting an opportunity to perform Aarti to the most benevolent Srila Prabhupada, and you as a humble servant are also following them and praying at Srila Prabhupada's lotus feet. And also patience. It's not, patient doesn't mean shirking away responsibilities. No, we should be patient. We should just let things flow. When something needs to be done, it needs to be done. You should take the step. You should not give patience as an excuse and just shirk away responsibilities and shun away things. Rather, you should take it up and patiently do the work. That's what it means. So patience should not be like avoiding your responsibilities and tasks. Be it not only in Krishna consciousness, even while you're doing your prescribed duties. This is the same principles which you should follow. Then coming to the fourth one, Tat Karma Pravartanat. So then Tat Karma Pravartanat, that is doing activities which are favorable to the regulative principles. So in the second verse, that's the previous verse, we read little bit about Yama, Niyama and all we've discussed. So then in that Yama is like the four regulative principles that we have which we must follow. Then Niyama is also what we must do, that is chanting of the 16 rounds, then being in the association of devotees and serving the Lord and his devotees, and living in a state of goodness. So this is a very important thing, because only with this will we be able to, our sadhana is very important. First step is sadhana bhakti. Our sadhana only accelerates our progress in devotional life, because how much ever we read scriptures and how much ever we think that we are very great and we will directly be prema bhakti, no, it's not going to happen. It's going to always flop. We have to first start with our sadhana, and we have to make that a constant practice, and we have to make that very strong. Our sadhana is very important. So then the fourth principle is actually one of the most important principles. Then moving on to the fifth one, that is Sangha Tyaga. So here is the bad, we have to leave a bad association. So bad association, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said, Asat Sangha Tyaga Sei Vaishnava Achar. So then this means that the person who avoids the association of non-devotees, he is a Vaishnava. And even Narottam Das Thakur, he has written in a song, Tadira Charana Sevi, this Bhakta Jana Sanghe. So then this thing, it shows to us that association of Vaishnavas are very, very, very important, and it's very crucial for our development in Krishna consciousness, because when we are in the association of devotees, we are constantly reminded of Krishna, and that way we are no more in the modes of material nature. No, we are not going through goodness, passion, ignorance. We are actually in the state of transcendental goodness, Vishuddha Sattva or pure goodness, which is very important, and this actually helps us to progress. So that is why this is actually a very important thing, association of devotees. Many people have fallen because they don't have the association of devotees, and therefore we must be very cautious and careful that we don't miss this opportunity that is given to us. We have a beautiful temple here in ISKCON Mira Road, and where so many devotees come for Mangal Aarti. They have the entire Mira Road itself is like a devotee village. There's so many devotees here, so that is why we should not fail to get their association. That's very important. And then the last one, that is the sixth one, that is sattva vritti. That means following in the footsteps of the previous acharyas. So the acharyas are those who are there in the Guru Parampara. That means they are totally authorized, and they are coming directly from Krishna. So that's why we have the confidence, and we know that whatever they are imparting to us, whatever knowledge they are giving us, is actually not at all, it's nothing like they mixed it and adulterated it. No, it's totally unadulterated, and it's totally authorized, and we can easily trust this because this is a sure method, and we must follow in their steps. Acharyas are those who live by their teachings. We have so many acharyas in Krishna consciousness line and in the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, and we must definitely read their teachings, listen to their teachings, and we must follow whatever they say. Like you can see Prabhupada is an acharya, and how great he is. He has lived by his teachings, and he has taught us so many things that we have to imbibe in our own lives. Then one more thing is that many people, they say, okay, this is a nice thing, this is bhakti, okay, then this is a very good thing, this is a sort of a thing which I can do after I retired in my old age. No, nothing like that. Who said? Actually, we are getting this human form of life after so long, so then why wait till old age? Prahlad Maharaj himself has said, Kaumara acharet pragyo dharman bhagavataniha durlabham manusham janma, and then in this tadyapa adhrivam athadam. So here he says that Kaumaram, that is the age, that's childhood, from the age of 5, that is the proper, that is the ideal age to start the cultivation of Krishna consciousness, because it is very difficult at the time of death to remember Krishna. Children are so sharp, they gain things, so they are very lucky if they get the mercy of Lord Krishna very fast. So that's why it's very crucial that you start telling and instructing them about Krishna from the very young age itself. It's not like you wait till old age. It's very useless if you are waiting till old age. This is a wrong misconception. Then if you see bhakti, though from after reading so many things it seems very tough and difficult, no, actually it's not like that at all. You have to put your sincere endeavor. Even one step, it will give you so much. This bhakti, it's not like any material process. Suppose if you start a business, there are gains, there are losses, sometimes there is extreme happiness, sometimes there is extreme sadness, and then if you lose something, you have to start all over again, from the first point. So then it's not like that at all in bhakti. Actually in bhakti, Krishna says, Neha Bikramana Asusti Pratyavayo na vidyate Svalpam apyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. That is, in this endeavor, there is no loss nor any, there is no gain nor any diminution, nothing like that. There is only, gain. There is only gain, there is no loss or diminution in this process, and even a little bit of advancement, even 1 or 2% of advancement will save us from the greatest danger, that is being caught by Maya. So here if we see it's special thing, and why is it so that bhakti is such a special process? That is because it is ahaiktuki aprahati hata. That means it is not at all connected, or it is not at all dependent on any mundane causes or any material irritations or any material interruptions. They have nothing to do with bhakti. They don't affect our bhakti at all. So that is why, if suppose my bhakti has progressed till 20%, and suppose then again somehow I have fallen down by great misfortune, then again when you resume it, you start again from that very point, from 20 onwards. It's not that you have to start all over again. We see so many examples, Jamila, then Jada Bharat. We see so many examples. They are great devotees, and they have shown to us that bhakti is actually not, it's only gain. There is no loss in bhakti. Rather, in bhakti we get so much of bliss and happiness that nobody even feels of leaving it. That is why right now with Prabhupada, he has attracted millions of devotees to him, and that is why we have so many temples in this world, because ISKCON is a place which is giving a chance to the humanity to get to know the goal of life, and that's how they can be delivered, that's how they can help themselves. So this is a very wonderful opportunity that we have over here. And then if we see the devotees also, they are very merciful and they are very kind to all of us. And then we see here, if we see many, we say why should we approach devotees, why should we follow bhakti yoga and all, why not go to any yoga class, why not go to any philosopher or philanthropist, or why not be a nationalist? No, because all these yogis, karmis, gyanis, nationalists, all these philanthropists, all of them are actually, though they are good, but still they are not as good as devotees. They are still cripple minded people, they are still duratmas, because they are still in the modes of the material nature, sattva, rajas, tamas, and all the mixtures. So then they are still under these three things. But a devotee, he is on Vishuddha Sattva platform, he is on the platform of this spiritual goodness or pure goodness, transcendental goodness. So this is a very important thing. And Krishna, he also says in the Bhagavad Gita, Mahatmanastu mam partha daivim prakritim ashrita bhajanti ananya manaso natva bhutadim avyayam. So here we see duratmas, they are cripple minded, and Mahatmas, they are the devotees of the Lord. So he says those who are not deluded and deviated and are engaged in my transcendental service, I constantly protect them. They never fall down. They always have Krishna's protection. Krishna has said, Kaunteya pratijanihi nami bhaktya pranashyati. My devotees never perish. He did not say this for all the philanthropists and yogis. No, he said this exclusively for his devotees. So we can see how much a Mahatma is so great and Duratma are cripple-minded people. So our only thing is to approach Mahatma. They have the protection of the Lord. They have the special benediction of the Lord. Even in Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 12, devotional service, in the 6th and 7th verse, he says, Ye tu sarvani karmani mai sanyasya matpara ananyenaiva yogena mam dhyayanto upasate tesham aham sambuddharta mrityu samsara sagarat bhavami nachirat partha mai aveshita chetasam. So here he said the main thing is swift. So he says those who are constantly remembering me, those who are constantly engaged in my devotional service, who know me to be the supreme, I am the deliverer of them. I am the swift deliverer of them from this ocean of birth and death and this material world. So the speciality is that they get swiftly delivered. So then by following all these by following the 4 regulative principles, chanting and adhering to all these 6 principles which are given by Srila Prabhupada to us, so then he has taught us everything, he has translated it in this verse, it's given to us. So by this we can easily achieve the love of Godhead or Krishna Prema. And then in conclusion, just one last shloka I'd like to tell, which is actually a summary of whatever entire Krishna consciousness movement or bhakti, the entire summary I would like to share with you. It's a very, very beautiful verse, actually one of my favorites. आराध्यो भगवान् व्रजेश तनयस् तद्धाम वृन्दावनं रम्या कश्चिदुपासना व्रजवधू वर्गेण वा कल्पिता श्रीमद्भागवतं प्रमाणममलं प्रेमापुमर्तो महान् श्रीचैतन्यमहाप्रभुर्मतमिदं तत्र दरन para. This is a very, very, very beautiful verse. Actually, each line of this verse has a very deep and beautiful meaning. First is talking about Aradhya Bhagavan, that is our worshipable, the Supreme Lord, Vrajesha Tanayas, that is the son of the king of Vraja, that is Nanda Maharaj. So our worshipable Lord, the Supreme Lord is Krishna, who is the beloved son of Nanda Maharaj, Tadhama Vrindavanam, and he lives in Vrindavan, and Vrindavan is the topmost dhama or the topmost abode. Then Ramya Kashchidupasena Vrajavadu, that is the worshippers of the Lord. So the topmost worshippers or the servers or the devotees of the Lord are the gopis of Vrindavan. They render wonderful service to the Lord. The Lord derives great pleasure from their service. And then the topmost literature is Srimad Bhagavatam, which is given here. Srimad Bhagavatam talks about the Lord and his devotees. So this is the topmost literature. And then Prema Pumarto Mahan, the topmost goal of life, that is our ultimate goal, is Krishna Prema, or that is lovingly serving the lotus feet of the Lord and his devotees. And then Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Matamidam Tatra Dara Na Para, that is this is the very mission and this is the very teachings of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or Shri Krishna Chaitanya, who is none other than Krishna himself. So here it's a very beautiful summary. We know who to worship, how to worship, where to worship, and the proof also. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also is telling this only. This is the main thing which he is teaching, and also Srimad Bhagavatam is also talking about this. So the entire, beautiful, it's totally complete. So that is why, following in the footsteps of the gopis of Vraja and the Lord's devotees, all the acharyas and all the great Sharagrahi Vaishnavas here, and also having firm faith and conviction and putting in a sincere endeavor, because Krishna's mercy is always there. We have to put in a sincere endeavor. So with all these three things, following in their humble footsteps with firm conviction and a service attitude to the Lord, we will surely advance in our bhakti. This will be a great accelerating factor and service for our bhakti, and we will undoubtedly, we have to rest assured, we will surely achieve our goal of life, that is, we will surely be delivered from this ocean of birth and death, and Krishna will surely protect us from Maya, and we will achieve our goal, that is Krishna Prem. Hare Krishna. Thank you.